going on, guys? Junior's Fishing Company with no vise today. I recently uploaded a video, a little musky marabou bucktail kind of thing, and that got me thinking. I'm really starting to transition into spring, and one of the materials I really have always loved using, and it's probably one of the more popular tying materials there are, and that's marabou. And marabou can be a really inexpensive way to kind of start tying your own jigs. I mean, you can probably get 10 colors of marabou for 40-50 bucks if you're lucky. And so, but there's one little thing I've learned over the last couple years when tying with marabou, whether it be a jig, a streamer jig, big musky stuff, is that a lot of times the colors kind of bleed together, kind of like, you know, they always say separates your whites and your darks from the laundry and stuff like that. So I just wanted to get a little video out there with one little tip, I guess you could call it, one little thing that I do to help not necessarily get rid of the bleeding together of colors, because I really haven't found a way to cure it 100%. But there's one thing that I try to do with most of the jigs I tie, not all of them, because most of the time you really don't have to worry, but sometimes you do, and that is allowing the feathers that I'm going to tie with, allowing them to sit in warm water for, a few hours at least, to get some of those colors out. So I'll show you an example. So I let these, I've got Fish Hunter Marabou in dark turquoise. This isn't a knock on Nature Spirit. Nature Spirit makes great stuff, so this isn't a knock on them. But I have found that if you use colors, this is, again, dark turquoise. So I let these feathers sit in a warm glass of water for like a couple hours, right? And this is what happened. So I got some warm water, just filled it, I don't know, this is probably a 12 ounce glass or something like that, and I took 4 feathers and I dipped them in there, kind of stirred them around, got them all wet, and then I just let it sit. And you come back and this is how much color bleeds out of these feathers. And so I try to do this with a lot. If I'm going to tie like this dark turquoise with white and I don't do this, you're going to fish with that bait one time, put it back in your box, and you're going to come back a day later, a week later, a couple hours later, whatever, and it's basically just going to be a blue marabou jig. Now again, doing this, it doesn't 100% get rid of that bleed, but it can significantly reduce it. So whether you're just starting out tying with marabou or whether you've been doing it a long time, if you're going to combine colors, especially a lot of colors with white, if you're doing a black and a yellow jig, you really don't have to worry too much about it. If you're doing a brown, light brown and a dark brown, there's a lot of colors that you really don't have to worry about this. But if you're going to do a pink and a white, or a red and a white, or a blue and a white, you're really going to want to just try it. Just soak your feathers, and it's not a ton of work. You just dip them in, walk away, go to bed, do whatever, come back, take them out, dry them out. Marabou gets wet when you're fishing with it anyway. It's not going to impact the fluffiness and softness of these feathers. So give it a try. Dip your feathers in some warm water, let them soak, get some of that top color out, and you'll have better jigs. Junior's Fishing Company, like and subscribe. Drop some comments below, things that you do, things that you've tried that work or don't work. We'll see you in the next one.